Okay, happy Sunday. I'm Patty Bogue. We're going to do a slow flow this morning, a little bit of stretching, but a little bit of flowing too. So we're going to start just seated. So kind of prop your hips up with a block and we'll get started. So you want your hips higher than your knees so that you can really let your hip flexors relax. And then just close your eyes, grow your spine tall, and just start to settle. For those of you who are lucky enough to practice outside, can you feel the air against your skin? Right? What sounds do you hear? So right in this moment, where is your attention? What are you focusing on? Because where we rest our attention is where our power rests, right? We become what we think. So today's class, I'm going to focus a lot on our breath, and I'm going to focus a lot on where you are, what you are thinking about, and where you place your attention. So take your attention right now to the base of your spine. I'm going to take a big inhale and imagine the breath going up the right side of the spine to the crown of the head so the whole body lengthens, and then try to keep that length as you exhale down the left side of the spine. So inhale through the nose up the right, exhale out through the mouth or the nose coming down the left side. So just go through that. We're going to do it maybe 3 or 4 times just on our own. So go ahead. And then just soften and just sit. Notice if you feel any different. And maybe notice if where your mind went. Did you start questioning if you were doing it right? Does she want me to inhale 4 counts or 6 counts? Or, just notice in those 4 breaths if your mind darted away from the actual breathing. And that's mindfulness. Like when I first started meditating and sitting in still, your mind is like a puppy dog. It will just dart away. So know that that's normal and just gently draw your breath back, your focus back to the breath. Good. So open your eyes a little bit and then slide the block out. We're going to take our right leg in front of the left, grow nice and tall, and then inhale, walk your hands forward. Good. And then just fold forward. And now here, so eyes are gazing straight down. Inhale up the right side of the spine. Exhale down the left. Inhale up the right. Exhale down the left. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So start to walk your hands over to the right. If you've got a block, you can put the block under your right elbow and then swing the left arm out to the side and then up and over. Good. And then really reach that left arm long. Keep sinking the left hip down into the mat. Good. Feel that yummy stretch all the way along the left side of the body. Keep focusing on the breath. So as much as you can today, just keep your eyes closed, your focus turned inward, really noticing where your attention rests. And then left hand comes to the right knee, right hand comes behind, pull the belly button in, grow tall, and twist. See if you can look over your right shoulder. And then slowly come back to center, and let's switch legs. So left leg comes out in front, grow nice and tall, and then leading with the heart, fold forward. And then bring your attention back to the sacrum, the base of the spine. Inhale up the right side, exhale down the left. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Walk your hands over to the left. Good. Grab your block and just move it to the side. Drop your left elbow to the side. Swing your right arm out to the right and then up and over the head. And then really stretch long. Anchor your right hip. Pull that right arm over to the left. Come back to the breath again. And if going up and down the spine isn't resonating with you, you can do the counts 1, 2, 3, 4 with the breath. Whatever works to keep your attention anchored. We use the breath as an anchor for our mind. And then let the right hand come to the left knee, left hand comes behind, pull the belly button in, grow tall, and twist. Good, and then slowly come back to center. Let's swing our legs around, come right into down dog. So we're gonna start right off with a little flow, and then we'll slow it down a little bit at the end. So down dog, just pedal out your feet, bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel down. So stay still in down dog for a moment, and we're going to inhale up the right side of the spine again to the crown of the head. Exhale down the left. So just notice when you're exhaling that you're not shrinking. You want to keep that length in the spine. And then inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale back into down dog. Good, one more time. Inhale, come forward into plank. Hold it, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips, down dog. Good, inhale, come forward back into plank. We're gonna roll onto the left hand, left foot. Sweep the right arm up. Good, hold it. Good, exhale back into plank and then over to the right hand, right foot. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way back down. Lower down, drop your knees, chest, chin. And then we're gonna slide our hands forward, coming into Sphinx pose. So pause here again. Let's inhale up the right side of the spine. Exhale down the left side. Inhale up the right. Exhale down the left. Last one, inhale up the right, and then we're gonna tuck the chin, push down into the forearms, lift the shoulders, lift the ribs, lift the belly, and it's like you're doing angry cat. This is for the abs. Tuck your tailbone, hold up, hold, 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 and then lower down. Slide the hands back to the chest, curl the toes under, inhale up for plank, exhale back into down dog. So we're gonna do that a couple of times. I'll add on a few things.
But really notice you stay on your knees, the shins and feet stay down, but you round up like angry cat. Good. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Good. Exhale, sweep it forward. Good. Just hold it here in high lunge. And then we're going to hover our hands off the floor. So you should feel your glutes working here. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, slide them back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, swing them back. Good. Inhale, reach them forward. Exhale, drop your hands down to the floor. Keep the left hand on the floor, right hand lifts up. Good. Twist. So tuck your right hip back, pull the belly button in, sweep the arm up. Good. Exhale the hand back down to the floor. Step your back foot part way forward, Padottanasana. So forward fold. This is a hamstring stretch. We're trying to get into the right hamstring. If you need to bend a leg, bend the back knee and really focus on that right leg, the right hamstring. I've got a little something going on, so I'm not going to straighten my leg all the way, but you aim to get it straight. And again here, notice where your attention goes. So inhale up the right side of the spine, exhale down the left. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Last one. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Good. Step back into plank. Good. Lower down chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Slide the elbows forward for Sphinx. Long spine. Claw your fingers and drag the elbows back. Lift the chest up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now start to tuck the chin. Push down into the forearms. Lift the torso and then round it. Tuck your chin. Keep rounding. Tailbone tucks. Hold. 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 Hold, and then slide down. Bring the hands to the chest, curl the toes under. Inhale up for plank, exhale back into down dog. Good, so you should be shaking in that cat curl. The abs should really be working. Good, left leg lifts high. Good, sweep it forward. And then just pause in high lunge. Good, really anchor the feet. Now lift and just hover the fingertips over the floor. And you can just stay here. If this is a lot of work for you, stay here. If you want to add in the arms, inhale, sweep the arms forward, exhale them back. Inhale, lift up, exhale, and back. Last one, inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward, drop the right hand down to the floor, sweep the left arm up, and twist. Keep tacking that left hip back. Feel that nice stretch through the glute. Notice your breath, right? Can you breathe those long breaths up the spine and down the spine? Good, and then exhale, the top hand down to the floor. Step the back foot part way forward. Good, inhale, look and lengthen, pull the belly button in, exhale and fold. So remember, we're working our left hamstring here. If you need to bend a knee, bend your right knee. Really let the spine get nice and long. Inhale up the right side of the spine, exhale down the left. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Good, inhale, plant the hands, step back into plank, lower down knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Slide the elbows forward for Sphinx. Inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tuck your chin, push down into the forearms, round up. Tuck the tailbone. Good, hold, 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 hold. Good. Lower down. Slide the hands back. Curl the toes under. Inhale up for plank. Exhale back into down dog. Take a moment and breathe through the spine here. Inhale up the right side. Exhale down the left. Inhale up the right. Exhale down the left. Good. Step your left foot a little closer to the right. Sweep the right leg up. Flex the foot. Just small little pulses up and down. Notice how that gets into the left hamstring. Good. And then when you're ready, bend the knee, open up the hip, and flex your top foot again. Kick the heel away. Feel that little pinch in your hip. Good. Straighten the leg, level out the hips, sweep your foot forward, pivot the back heel in and down, warrior two. Good, so let's pause here. Inhale up the right side of the spine, exhale down the left. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Last one. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Now start to straighten your front leg. Reach your arm forward, triangle pose. So here's where the block is kind of nice. If you've got a block, you can bring it on the outside of the foot. Good, and then again, push down through both feet. Feel the energy draw up the legs to the core of the pelvis, and then from the core of the pelvis, up the spine, out through the crown of the head. Really lengthening. Inhale up the right side of the spine, exhale down the left. Inhale, lengthen, exhale and soften. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. Good. Start to bend your right knee. We're going to bring the block on the inside of the foot. Good. Coming into Parsvakonasana. So you can stay here with the hand just on the inside of the foot, or if you want to go one level up and start to bind. Good. Kind of lean forward. See if you can bind your hands and then start to lean back. So in binds, it's easy to not keep length in the spine. So use your breath to keep lengthening up the right side. Exhale down the left side. Good. Two more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Release the hands. Step back into plank. Lower down chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and back into down dog. Good, and breathe. Inhale up the right side of the spine, exhale down the left. So every time you notice your mind kind of wandering away from your practice, you know, maybe doing your to-do list, or even simple things like noticing your feet saying, oh gosh, I really need a pedicure, right? All those little places our mind goes, just label it thinking and then draw it back to the breath. Good, and you'll have to do this over and over and over again. Good, step the right leg in a little bit towards the left, pick the left foot up, flex your foot, and just pulse it up and down. Good, now bend your left knee, open up the hip, flex your foot, kick the heel away from the body. Feel a little pinch in your glutes. Feel that nice stretch through the hip flexor. Good, straighten the leg, level out the hips, sweep your foot forward, warrior two. So settle into the pose, and then let's come back to the breath. Let our focus be on the breath. Inhale up the right side of the spine, lengthening, exhale down the left. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Last one, inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Now start to straighten your front foot, reach forward, coming into triangle. And if you want to use your block, you can use your block again. So both legs are straight. Lift your kneecaps up, really hug the muscle into the bone, pull the belly button in, and think of something on the crown of your head, pulling your whole spine nice and long. Good, and then bring your attention back to the breath. Inhale up the right side of the spine, exhale down the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Good, eyes gaze down to the floor, bend your front leg, just move the block to the inside, coming into Parsvakonasana. So side angle. So your front leg is bent, your back leg stays straight, and really push the weight into the baby toe of that back foot. So your arch is lifting, and then dive a little deeper into your front knee. Good, and then come back to that breath. Whatever is working to help you anchor your mind. And for me, I know a lot of the times I repeat a mantra. I will say a few words like be calm or stay strong or something like that, or count the breath, 1, 2, 3, 4, or inhale up the spine, exhale down the opposite side. So if you'd like to bind here, reach the left elbow through and bind, leaning the torso back. Good, one more breath. Good, exhale and release. Step back into plank, lower down chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and back into down dog. Let's just do a quick shoulder stretch here before we'll have one last flow. So take the right arm straight out to your side. We're gonna roll over onto our right side. Good, and already you should be feeling this through the shoulder. Make sure you slide the shoulders away from the ears. If you want to go a little further, pick up your top leg, bend the knee, and then plant that left foot behind. And the goal is to kind of lean the torso back so the belly button points up towards the ceiling. Good, one more breath. Good, slowly roll back under the belly. Let's push down through our left hand, kind of come up to a little baby cobra, then take your right hand, weave it underneath the body. So your elbow comes right in the middle of your chest, and then take your left arm on top. So it's kind of like Gomukhasana. I never thought of this. It's kind of like a cow's head pose, and then drop the head. So walk the hands away a little bit, and then drop the head. So the whole body lets go here. So notice if you're holding tension in the glutes, in the shoulders, in your face. Inhale up the right side of the spine, exhale down the left. Where we rest our attention is where we rest our power. We become what we think. And it's so easy to get fixated on one issue, and it's like a snowball. It just grows bigger and bigger and bigger. So notice when you're doing that and try to let it go. And I know it's not easy, but just being aware of it is a big step towards reducing stress in your mind and your body. Good, take a big inhale. Let's just sigh it out. Feel the whole body get heavy. One more big breath in. Sigh it out. Good. Slide both elbows back. Good. Curl the toes under. Lift back up. Down dog. Good. Let's slide forward into plank again. Lower down knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Good. Stretch the left arm straight out to the side. Roll over onto the left side. So your whole left side of the body's stacked. So your shoulders are stacked, your hips are stacked, your legs are stacked. And just notice the difference between your right side and now your left side. Maybe this side you need to just stay here. This side feels a little tighter. If not, lift the top leg, bend the knee, plant the foot, and just start to lean the torso back. Notice that your chin isn't over lifted or over tucked. Try to keep it in neutral. Face is soft, and pay attention, right? That's the key. That's what I love about yoga is we really learn how to pay attention and become more mindful. Where we rest our mind is where we rest our power. And even, in life and in yoga, we love drama. So just notice when you get into a hard pose where you're super tight and there's a lot of drama going on in the joint or the muscle, right? Notice what happens. Does your breath quicken? Where do you tighten up? I know for me, I furrow my brow. I clench my jaw. So start to notice on the mat here, what are your triggers when you get tense or stressed? And just observe and try to breathe into those areas to soften and release them. Good, let's slowly roll back onto the belly. Good, stretch your right arm just slightly forward, coming into a little baby cobra. And then take the left hand, weave it through. And then take the right hand on top, weave it through. Kind of wiggle your hands away from each other, and then you drop the head. And it's just kind of the weight of the body. Sometimes I curl my toes under and just push forward a little bit to get more weight of the body up in the shoulders. And if this is too much doing both arms, you can leave one arm just staying straight forward or bring it back by your hip, the arm that's on the top. And then just let go. Our attention is our power. Don't give away your attention. Choose where you place it. Every time you notice your attention, you are strengthening your mindfulness practice. So if you notice your mind leaving the body, thinking, bring it back in by anchoring it by following the breath, counting or going up and down the spine, repeating a mantra. Really feel the body softening, especially in this pose right now. There's nothing that you have to do except let go. Let the body get heavy. Let your head get heavy. The attention goes to letting go more deeply. Good, last breath. Good, slide the elbows out. Good, stretch back into down dog. And just notice in down dog how much more open your shoulders feel, just doing that quick little exercise. Good, then step your left foot towards the right foot. Inhale the right leg up. Good, now bring the nose and knee together. Cheetah, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Stretch back 3 point. Right knee to right elbow, squeeze. Stretch back 3-point across the body, squeeze. Good, stretch back 3-point. Sweep the foot forward, crescent warrior. Good, now let's pause here. Inhale up the right side of the spine, exhale down the left. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Last one, inhale up the right, exhale down the left. And then we're gonna step forward into crane. So push off your back foot and step up. Good, inhale up the right side of the spine, exhale down the left. Good, one more, inhale up, exhale, soften down. Bring your hands in front of your heart. We're gonna shoot the leg back, warrior 3. So try to make the letter T with the body. So you can stay here with warrior 3, or if you want to up it a little bit, inhale, stretch the arms forward. Exhale, hug the elbows into knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Now place the hands down on the floor. We're going to go into standing splits. So drop the head, lift the foot, and then slide your left foot behind the right foot. Good, inhale, lengthen, pull the belly button in, exhale, and lower. Good, walk the hands over to the right a little bit, pull that left hip back. Good, and then unhook the feet, bend the knees, let's slowly roll all the way up, sweep the arms wide and high, exhale, hands back to the heart. Take a big inhale, here's my dog Karma, or Zara. Good, inhale, reach up, exhale, forward fold. Good, inhale, look and lengthen, exhale, step back into plank. You can just wait for us in down dog or do a flow. And then back into down dog. Inhale up the right side of the spine. Exhale down the left. Regroup, eyes are closed. So even though we're working our body, hopefully you feel a little heat in your body now. Try to keep the mind anchored. Good, left leg lifts high. Good, nose to knee cheetah. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Stretch back 3-point, left knee to left elbow. Good, stretch back 3-point, across the body. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Stretch back 3-point, crescent warrior. So plant the foot, sweep the arms up, and now just pause here and go through the breath. Inhale, up the right side of the spine. Exhale, down the left. Inhale, up the right. Exhale, down the left. One more. Inhale, up the right. Exhale, down the left. And then let's step up into crane. So try not to move, try not to put your foot down. It's okay if you do. Good, and then breathe again. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Hands come to the heart, warrior 3. So swing the leg back, spine is nice and long. Good, you can stay here working on warrior 3 or up it a little bit. Inhale the arms long, exhale, elbow to knee, round like angry cat. Inhale, stretch long, exhale, angry cat. Inhale, stretch long, exhale. Good, hands come down to the floor, standing splits. So drop your head, your gaze is at your knee. Lift that top leg up as high as you can. And then plant the right foot behind the left foot. Your toes line up. You can use your block here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Shake the head no, shake the head yes. Give the shoulders a little roll. And then step the feet apart. So 1 foot on each side of the mat. Toes are turned out. Let's come right down into a squat, into Malasana. How's everybody doing? Okay? Yeah, good. Good. And then just kind of lean side to side, wiggle around it a little bit. If it feels better just to sit in stillness, that's okay. Hands come to the heart. Inhale up the right side of the spine. Exhale down the left. Keep the mind anchored. In yoga, we're working our mind as much as our body. Inhale up the right. Exhale down the left. And then tuck the chin. We're going to walk our hands forward. If you want to move your feet in a little bit closer, this one's really yummy on the lower back. Walk the hands forward, claw your fingertips, and then lean back. Good. And then walk the hands forward, drop the head, lift the hips, heel toe your feet back together, and just hang here. Maybe grab the elbows and hang. Good. Hands come to the shins. Inhale, look and lengthen. Exhale, drop the head. Push down through the feet, lift the chin, rise all the way up. Stretch nice and long. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Take a big inhale. Exhale and release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, down dog. Or you can do a flow here. Good. Right leg lifts high. Let's sweep it forward for pigeon. So right knee to right wrist, and then walk the back foot away. Good. Inhale, lift the heart up, and then keeping the spine nice and long, fold forward. If you've got your block and you want to place the block between your eyebrows, there's a trigger point there that helps release stress and tension. So just putting a little pressure or even putting your thumb on that spot and letting the head get heavy. So inhale, our attention. Exhale is our power. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. Inhale up the right side of the spine. Exhale down the left. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then push your hands down into the floor. We're going to take your back leg, swing it all the way around. Place your left foot over top of the right knee. And then take your hands, I'm going to swing around forward. Take your hands and just swing your hips, push down into the floor and swing your hips over to the right a little bit. And that'll level out the hips. And then just sit. Close your eyes. Inhale up the right side of the spine, lengthening. Exhale, softening down the left. Try not to let the spine sink with the breath. Good. On the next breath, inhale the right arm nice and high. On the exhale, either just hook and give yourself a hug or hook the elbow on the knee. Left hand comes around behind, grow tall, and then twist.
Good. Slowly come back to center. We're going to reach both hands down, grab your left foot, and then stretch the legs straight, Krochasana. So it doesn't matter if your leg goes all the way straight. You can kind of bend and straighten the leg a few times, just getting into that hamstring. And then let's release the right hand. We're going to take the right hand to the left baby toe. Left hand comes around behind you to support. Now pause, pull your belly button in and grow tall. Slowly start to move the leg over to the right. Grow a little bit taller. See if you can twist your torso to the left. So the leg goes to the right, the torso goes to the left. You should feel this in the IT band. Good. If you're not feeling it, lift the leg a little higher and then keep moving it to the right. And then breathe, right? So notice if you stop breathing, if you're holding your breath. Inhale up the right side of the spine. Exhale down the left. Inhale up the right. Exhale down the left. Good. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then bend your knee, and we're going to place the left knee right on top of the right, coming into Gomukhasana. So you're trying to stack the knees. This is where those towels, if you want to sit up on a towel or the block under your hips, and then close your eyes and grow tall and really let the hips get heavy. Let the legs get heavy. The more you can let go, this is kind of like that shoulder one. It was kind of mimicking Gomukhasana. This is Gomukhasana here, cow's head pose. The more you can let go of tension in your legs, I notice even my feet, I tend to hold a lot of tension in my feet. So let everything get heavy, and that's where you feel the release. So I follow this one teacher, Christina Sales, and she was talking about how stressful everything is in our world right now. And she calls these things taking love dips. And she said, and a love dip might just be snuggling with your dog. It might be taking a moment just to have a cup of tea by yourself to regroup. It might be noticing the sunset, right? Noticing the wind and the trees. So pausing and noticing and doing something that would fill your heart with love and happiness in the midst of all these stressful things going on. So make sure when you find yourself getting tense that you take a love dip. And that could even, if you're at your computer, switch to a screen where it's a mountain or a meadow and just take 5 deep breaths and then switch back to your emails. The body does crazy things when your attention goes to nature or to the breath. The body calms down. Chemical reactions happen in your body. So take another deep breath here. And exhale, release. And then just wiggle your legs on, release your legs, just kind of wiggle them around. And then let's swing our legs back and meet in down dog. Where your attention goes, the power goes. So make sure you're taking lots of love dips in the midst of stress. Good. Inhale, left leg up high. Good. Sweep it forward for pigeon. Good. Walk the back knee away. And then just pause here and really inhale up the right side of the spine. Exhale down the left before you fold. And then start to fold. So if this is too much on your hips, you can lay on your back, cross your ankle over the knee. If you notice that your hips are very tipped, wrap that towel and put it under your bent knee butt. And that'll lift the hips up to level them out. And then start to fold forward. Relax your shoulders, soften your face. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Where we rest our attention is where we rest our power. So choose carefully, be mindful. Notice where your mind is going. Are you taking regular love dips? So if you notice your mind wandering here, find a technique to help anchor it, whether that's a mantra, be here now. Sometimes I use that one. It could be counting the breath. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or use this new one. Inhale up the right side of the spine, lengthening. Exhale down the left to soften. Got to train our mind as much as we train our bodies, train our minds. Susan's doing a good love dip today by hosting this brunch. She said everything was, has been a bit crazy, so she's celebrating happiness and good times. And that's what you've got to do. So well done, Susan. Good. 2 more breaths here. Good. Walk the hands back up. Take the back leg, swing it all the way around, placing it over top of the left knee. Take your hands and just push down into the earth and swing your hips over to the left a little bit, and then reach up, grab your knee, grow tall, and then just sit. Let everything get heavy and start to notice what you notice in the body. And the body will, or the mind will automatically go to the drama, right? Oh, my right hip hurts, right? And shift your narrative instead of saying, oh, that hurts because I overdid my workout the other day, and you go down this little rabbit hole with the story. Just acknowledge it and then move your mind away from it. Focus on other parts of the body. Really scan your body and notice what else is going on, right? This is why we do those love dips. In the midst of this negative stuff, there's all this good stuff happening too. Good. Take a big breath in, grow tall. Let's inhale our left arm nice and long, and then either just give yourself a hug or hook your elbow on your right knee. Right hand comes around behind. Now pause, pull the belly button in, grow tall, and start to twist. Looking over the right shoulder. Use your elbow to push the knee to twist the torso. Good. And then slowly come out. Reach both hands down, grab your foot, and then stretch it straight. And just bend and straighten a couple of times. Good. Then take the left hand to the right baby toe. Right hand swings around behind to support you. Now pause, pull your belly button in, grow tall, and then start to twist the torso to the right. Take the leg a little higher and then start to move it over to the left. Good. So torso moves to the right, leg moves to the left. Try to keep the spine nice and long. Think of a helium balloon on the crown of the head, lengthening the spine. And then breathe. Notice if you're holding your breath. Turn the edges of your mouth up into a half smile. Last one. And then slowly come back to center. Bend your knee, and we're going to place the knee right on top of the left knee. And I have to kind of lift my hips up a little bit and then sit back down in Gomukhasana, cow's head. So place those rolled up towels under your bottom to lift you up a little bit if you want, and then grow the spine long, eyes are closed, and just sit. Let everything get heavy. So start at the crown of your head and kind of scan your body all the way down, noticing the shoulders, Noticing your arms, even your fingers. Are you holding tension in your fingers? Let the center of your palm get soft. Let the elbows get heavy. Let the hips get heavy. Let the arches of your feet get heavy. And I forgot to add this in on the other side, but if this, you're feeling it, but you could go a little further, just growing tall, and then think of a string pulling your heart forward, folding forward. Will take you a little deeper into this pose. Where we place our attention is where we place our power. Good, last breath. Good, and then slowly walk the hands back up. Release the legs, just give them a little shake out. Good, so keep the legs straight out in front. If you've got any hamstring stuff, bend the knees a bit. If you want to take your rolled up towel and kind of place it under your hips, go ahead. So we're going to lift long and then just start to walk our hands forward, leading with the heart, fold forward. And maybe you don't go too far forward, that's okay. Close your eyes and then inhale up the right side of the spine, exhale down the left. Inhale up the right, exhale down the left. Last breath. And then slowly walk the hands back up. We're going to bend your knees, place your feet down on the floor. Let's take the right hand over across the body to the left baby toe. Left baby toe. And your left hand can just kind of rest on the left leg. We're going to tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin, and then press like you're pressing on a gas pedal with your left foot. Press on the gas pedal and keep tucking the chin, rounding the back. You should feel this in the upper right shoulder. Nice stretch there. So press on the gas pedal, kind of lean back, pull the belly button in, lean back. And then release. Isn't that a yummy one? I love that one. And then take your left hand across to the right baby toe and then start to round the back. Tuck the chin, round the back. Now press on the gas pedal. So you're pushing your right foot forward and then kind of lean back. Really round the torso. Good, and then slowly come up. Let's swing the feet towards the top of the mat, roll all the way down, just hug your knees in towards your chest, and just rock side to side. Good. And then plant your feet down on the floor, knees stay bent, arms go beside the hips. On the inhale, we're going to slowly lift the hips up. Good, lift. And then lengthen the thighs forward. Push your head into the back of the mat and then reach your sternum towards your chin. Your thighs goes towards the top of the mat and the sternum goes towards the back of your mat. So you're lengthening the whole front of the body. And then slowly roll down. Good. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Push down through the feet, curl the tailbone all the way up. And you can stay doing that one, or if you want to roll each shoulder under the body, clasp your hands under the body, lift the hips, thighs reach towards the front of the mat, sternum reaches towards the back of the mat. Push into the heels of the feet. Good, and then release. Slowly lower down, one vertebra at a time. Let's hug the knees in again. Just rocking side to side. Good, and then let's take the hands behind the head. We've got time for some quick abs here. So I call this one the Asheville abs because I'm not very creative and I learned them in Asheville. So this is a really simple exercise, but it really starts to burn. You'll feel the burn in your abs. So right shoulder to left knee. So it starts as bicycle, your right leg goes long, and then the left elbow comes up and you kind of lift up and squeeze. And then I want you to lift your tailbone up, squeeze, and then release back. So left shoulder to right knee, coming into like a bicycle, squeeze. Your right elbow comes up and then you squeeze, and now lift your tailbone up, squeeze, and then release back. So bicycle, squeeze, other elbow comes up, squeeze, lift the tailbone up, squeeze, and release back. Good. Bicycle, squeeze, right elbow comes up, squeeze, lift the tailbone up, squeeze, and release back. One more time each side. You should feel the heat. Squeeze, squeeze, lift the tailbone, squeeze, and come back. Last one. Bicycle, squeeze, lift up, squeeze, lift the tailbone, squeeze, and release back. Hug the knees in. And just rock side to side. Good, and then place the hands on the knees, stretch the arms straight, lift your feet a little bit, and keep the legs where they are. Arms go out to a T. We're gonna drop both knees over to the right. Good, turn your head to the left. Where's your attention right now? Just notice, no criticism, no story. Just start to notice where your mind goes. So where your mind goes is where your power goes. We become what we think. Good, head comes back to center. Pull the knees together. Use your abs to bring the knees up and then drop them all the way over to the left. Good, slowly turn your head to the right and really reach your right armpit and right arm away from the mat. And then let everything soften. Just enjoy the twist. Close your eyes, let your face get soft. Let the body get heavy. Come back to that breath to anchor your mind. Last breath. Slowly bring the head back to center. Use your abs to bring the knees. Flip the feet up for happy baby and pull the knees down towards the floor. Maybe rock side to side, maybe stretch one leg straight, the other leg straight.
And then bring the bottoms of your feet together. Interlace your fingers behind the feet and then pull your feet towards the front of the mat. The head and shoulders will lift up. Tuck your chin and then just shrug your shoulders up and down a couple of times. And then release all the way down. So if there's any pose that we didn't get to do today that your body's wanting to do, go ahead and do it now. Otherwise, we're going to release into Shavasana. Let your whole body get heavy. The mind is everything. What you think, you will become. So surrender into stillness. Just feel the whole body release and relax. Eyes are closed. Behind the closed eyelids, can you soften your eyes? Just let your eyeballs fall back into the socket. The space between your eyebrows relax. Shoulders relax. Arms are heavy. Torso is heavy. Hips are heavy. Legs are heavy. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Just bringing small movements into your fingers and your toes. Stretching your arms up over your head, hook your thumbs, just give your whole body a nice big stretch. And then bend your knees and slowly roll over onto your right side. Just pause, take a breath. Notice how you feel now compared to when we started. And then using your hands, push yourself all the way up into a sitting position. Just keep your eyes closed, your focus turned inward. Where we rest our attention is where we rest our power. So be mindful and choose carefully. I'm going to close class today by ringing the Tibetan bells 3 times. Just listen until you can't hear them anymore. And imagine peace, joy, and gratitude showering down upon you. Good. And then bring your hands in front of your heart, bow your head. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Good. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today.
We've got chair yoga tomorrow at 2. If you know anybody who needs chair yoga, please send them my way. But yeah, have a great